Have you ever noticed something strange in old age? Sometimes an elderly person begins to feel that people around them are slowly becoming distant. Children visit less often, grandchildren stay busy on their phones, and conversations become shorter. Many elders immediately think, people these days have no respect anymore. But what if sometimes the problem is not respect? What if certain habits we develop in old age quietly push people away without us even realizing it? Today I want to share 5 habits many people develop in old age that most people secretly dislike. The interesting thing is that most elders are completely unaware they are doing these things. If you avoid these habits, people will not only respect you more, they will genuinely enjoy spending time with you. And believe me, being loved is far better than being merely tolerated. The first habit is repeating the same story again and again. Stories are wonderful because they carry the experience of a lifetime. Older people have lived through situations that younger generations can only imagine, and sharing those memories is valuable. But the problem begins when the same story is repeated every single time someone visits. Many elders have that one famous story they love to tell, how life was difficult, how they walked long distances to school, how everything was harder in their time. The first time people hear it, they enjoy it. The second time, they still listen politely. But by the 5th or 6th time, people already know the entire story before it even begins. Your grandchildren might be smiling and nodding, but inside their minds they are thinking about something else. The solution is simple. Keep sharing your stories, but tell different ones. Your life contains thousands of experiences. When conversations feel fresh and interesting, people naturally enjoy listening. The second habit is constant complaining. Growing older brings real challenges. Health issues appear, energy becomes lower, and the body does not behave the way it used to. Complaining about pain once in a while is natural. But some people develop a habit where every conversation turns into a list of problems. They talk about their back pain, their knees, the food, the weather, the government, and how everything in the world has become worse. After some time, the people listening start feeling emotionally tired. It is not because they do not care about you. It is because constant negativity drains the energy of any conversation. A little humor can change everything. Instead of complaining about every small discomfort, try to laugh about it. For example, instead of saying your knees are terrible, you can say your knees have officially retired and are no longer attending meetings. Humor makes people relax, and suddenly the conversation becomes enjoyable again. The third habit is giving advice when nobody asked for it. Older people naturally have wisdom because they have lived longer and experienced more situations. Advice can be very valuable, but only when someone is ready to hear it. Sometimes a younger person shares a simple idea or plan, and immediately the elder begins a long lecture about how life works. What started as a normal conversation suddenly becomes a classroom lesson. Young people then begin to avoid sharing their thoughts because they fear another lecture. The secret here is simple but powerful. Advice should be given only when someone asks for it. If a person asks for your guidance, then share your experience proudly. But if they are simply talking, sometimes the best response is just listening and encouraging them. People respect wisdom, but they love feeling understood even more. The fourth habit is talking too much without listening. Some elders unintentionally turn every conversation into a one-person performance. They keep speaking continuously while the other person hardly gets a chance to say anything. But real conversation should be like a tennis match. The ball should go back and forth. If one person keeps hitting the ball without allowing the other person to respond, the game quickly becomes boring. Listening is a powerful skill that many people forget as they grow older. When you ask questions about someone's life, their work, or their interests, they feel valued and respected. When people feel heard, they naturally feel closer to you. Good listeners are often remembered as the most pleasant people to be around. The fifth habit is refusing to accept change. Many elders often say that everything was better in their time and that today's generation has become weak or careless. Every generation tends to believe that the world was better in the past. But the truth is that the world is always changing. Technology changes, lifestyles change, and the way people communicate changes as well. When elders constantly criticize the younger generation, young people slowly stop sharing their world with them. But when elders show curiosity instead of criticism, something wonderful happens. Asking a young person about new technology, social media, or modern trends opens a door to connection. Instead of creating a distance between generations, curiosity builds a bridge that keeps relationships strong. Growing older is not a weakness. In fact, it is a privilege that many people never reach. Old age can be one of the most peaceful and respected stages of life if we remain aware of our habits. By avoiding the habit of repeating the same stories too often, reducing constant complaints, giving advice only when it is requested, listening more than speaking, and staying open to change, you make people feel comfortable and happy around you. When people enjoy your company, they will naturally spend more time with you, talk to you, and respect you deeply. At the end of the day, the goal is not simply to live a long life, but to live a life surrounded by people who genuinely enjoy sitting beside you and sharing moments with you.